lots of wine.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
to
Maggie, stop it.
another exciting
Move,
episode
Maggie.
of This Is Our Life. This is
Puss.
a bug out bag video. See what my wife did? Yes, I put on a shirt for y'all. Okay. I'm not gonna stand here and say this is the greatest. This is what I have right now.
The best bug out bag ever.
This is an old Alice pack, one of the, I guess they call it a medium. I wish I had some pockets so I could put on like pockets bigger than these that I can put on each side.
Oh.
But
I was gonna say, you got pockets on your pants.
But I don't. Now this bag or this kit is intended to be used in conjunction. There you go. Is intended to be used in conjunction with what I have decided to call my assault kit, which basically consists of Alice suspenders, an Alice belt, in various pouches, and things in the pouches, including a butt pack. Therefore, not everything is in this bag. Some things are a part of the other kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you pocket by pocket. How about that?
Oh boy.
Let's see if I can get this camera in such a way. There's my guitar back there that needs new strings. Okay. Wool socks. Up here, even in the summer, these might be good in the water. One lesson I learned backpacking was that wool socks are better when crossing a river because they help with traction. Cotton socks don't have the same amount of traction. Some cotton socks. Actually, I think there are 3 right there, but there are 2 pair total right here of cotton socks. These are tent stakes, even though they're longer than what I really need. I need to get, these are like 9-inch, 12-inch, I don't remember, but I need to get smaller ones. And this is one of our activities bags. More stuff will eventually go in here. Right now, the only things, a deck of cards, unopened, and this little thing, I think we got it at the dollar store of Domino's. There's a little instruction kit right there, a little instruction sheet. Because when you're out there, if you're actually having to stay out there for any length of time, you're going to need something to do. Yeah, you will get bored. At the same time, you definitely need to stay aware of what's going on around you.
There are things to have to be doing too.
Yeah, and there are things you have to be doing. Then we'll go to the center. This is the hat. This, of course, I would have on me, not in the pack, but I have that boonie hat. These are pants, rain pants.
Maybe we should get you one that has little headlights in the visor.
I have a little headlight.
Well, I mean a hat.
These are rain pants. The reason the rain pants are intended to be used in conjunction with the poncho, which is a part of the assault kit in case it's needed more. And, you know, because the assault kit's what you'd always have on you. The bug out bag you wouldn't have with you all the time. Duct tape, electrical tape. And they fit right into each other. Toilet paper in a plastic bag. There's also toilet paper in the assault kit. This is an entrenching tool. The reason I have it in this bag is because once we got out there, if we ever had to do that, I wouldn't want everything to become dirty. So it's in the bag, and the bag will help hold the soil. And now you have an entrenching tool. You could fight with this, I guess, too. You absolutely had to. But
We had to fight all the meerkat, what's the fisher cats.
fisher cats, yeah, there was a,
Boy, that bit.
where was it, in Mass? Near
I
Boston?
don't know.
There was a kid who got attacked by a fisher cat the other day.
It sounds like a weasel.
Yeah, they do. There's some nasty sounding critters. Okay, the top of the bag, or the main pouch, the main part of the bag, has two large garbage bags. Now, these are cheap garbage bags, but that's all we had at the time. These would help keep dirt and moisture away from the contents, and you could use these bags to make a shelter, to make a rain poncho. You could use it to make a flotation device. Now, these cheap bags aren't going to last long, no matter what. They're just not going to last long. So, when I can, I'll replace those with something heavier. Energy drink, one in here and one in the assault kit. This right here is part of the water filter. And these are little flavor things for water.
Is that the liquid or the powder one?
Powder.
The liquid one we should try to get some too, because that way it just goes right into the water
Yeah.
easily.
There's a little cleaning sponge. Whoops, I turned the monitor off. This is one of the small plastic bags. You can put all sorts of stuff in there. This has some tea in it. I happen to like tea, hot tea. This would be nice to have if you're out there and you're wet and you're dirty and you're hungry. Eyeglass kit, dollar store, we both have one. Now, most of this other stuff are in bags. Now, let me tell you about these bags. We got these bags at the dollar store. They
call them backpacks.
Yeah, they call them backpack. Thank you.
What the hell?
They're basically like nylon stuff sacks. There's really nothing fancy about them. They only cost $1, so you can't beat it. This is the tarp. It's a camouflage tarp, and the screen keeps turning off. And a mosquito net, and it has the things that go for the mosquito net to attach to whatever. So you can attach it to your kit. So this is one bag. This is black. Each bag, I like the bags having different colors. That way X is in black, X is in blue, X is in red. You know what's what. Here's some more of the, like I said, this isn't put together the best, but it's not as large as I would like. This is a food bag. I'm not going to pull everything out. Matches, lighters. We both have matches and lighters. There's a washcloth and steel wool for starting fires. Like I said, I'm not going to pull everything out. Some sterno, which if I had a different way of cooking things, I wouldn't use sterno because it's big and heavy. Homemade. You don't need to see what the label says. This is homemade fire starter. It's basically all it is Vaseline and cotton balls. inside this medicine bottle. Now, if I turned it the other way, well, actually, that is the way. This is, well, either way, it's water, at least water resistant. I don't want to say it's waterproof. That there. And there's food. Here's another part of the water filter. It's not the most expensive or best water filter, but hey, it's what we have. These flasks, I have 2 of them in mine. I don't know if we have any in my fiance's bag or not. What would these be used for? These would be good for oil. And if you're going to be cooking something, then you can put cooking oil in here. Of course, alcohol too, if that's what you want to use it for. But my thinking is use them for cooking oil.
Well, during the winter, you might want to
Yeah.
whiskey or something.
Yeah, definitely. So there's that. I'm not going to pull everything out of that bag, but that gives you an idea. Oh, see, I just kind of threw some things in here because I was trying to clean up, and I just kind of, some things just kind of got thrown around. Okay. This is a blue bag, obviously, and you can kind of color code things. This has like baby wipes. You could wash yourself, clean yourself with these. Thing of soap, even though you don't really need something this big. Some batteries, lip balm, a solo shower, and to be honest with you, foot powder. Of course, a smaller bottle would be better than a big bottle. But again, remember, this is your bug out bag. This is not your day-to-day bag.
You never know how long you're going to be out there.
Right, you just don't. And up here, it's so moist. It's so we have a lot of water, a lot of rain, a lot of rivers, creeks, swamps. They call them bogs up here. But this is clothes. There's some heater, hand and foot warmers. I keep those in there. I keep some in the assault kit. There's really not much in this bag. There's long pants, a t-shirt, and a fleece shirt, long sleeves. And I'm not going to stand here and say this is the best bug out bag in the world, because it's not. I know that. I am very interested in what other people have to say, what your comments would be, what ideas you would have, how I could improve this. And by improving this, my fiance, soon-to-be wife's bag will wind up being even better. So now the sleeping bag will basically go attached to the frame and be up here, and then we have a blue pad, the sleeping bag pad, that will probably go under the lid, so the cover. So it'd be nice if for our wedding, somebody would actually get us backpacking equipment. It has a pocket, but I don't have anything in this pocket. So, like I said, if I could get a couple of good-sized bags, one to go on this side and one to go over here, that would be nice. Now, I also have a machete. Waiting for the screen to come back. Attached here. It goes back there. It doesn't interfere or anything with wearing it. You might ask about the burlap. The burlap is there for texture, for color, and to help break up the profile of the bag. Sort of a camouflage issue, I guess. So there you go. And I hope you like the video, and like I said, I am definitely open to comments, ideas on how to improve this, because we why have it if you're going to go out there and you don't want to go out there and die. So if we're going to have it, it needs to be good. And no, Lucky, our dog, our Shih Tzu, wants to get up on top of it now. But you don't want to go out there and die. You want to live. That's the whole reason for having the thing. So, yeah, now that the weather's warmer, I'm going to eventually get out there, and I'm actually going to go off trail. My first trip may not be off trail, but
You didn't do it tonight.
yeah,
You'd have been soaking wet by now.
yeah. But like I said, that's not everything. That's just the bug out bag, because there are things in the assault kit which I'm not showing right now, but I have made a video of that in the past, and eventually I'll show that again because I worked on it and done some things to improve it, I hope. So please leave your comments and ideas. Thank you. Bye.